Welcome to Today of All Days, episode 139.
Hey, you got that weed? Today is STEM and Root Saturday, the 29th of October, 2017. And today is...
Wild Foods Day! Many people don't realize that food is waiting for you right in your front yard. All you have to do is look for it. In fact, your front yard is literally a great place to start looking. A lot of grasses are perfectly fine to eat, and so are dandelions.
So, we decided to go outside and see what we could find ourselves.
Look at this beautiful spread. So, we're going to go over some of these. And, what do you think? You want to try some out and see what we get, what they taste like and everything? So let's see. This first one it's called a type of wild plantain. You can actually eat these leaves. They're good for you. Also, if you ever get any cuts, scratches, or spider bites, if you chew it up and make kind of a pulp to it and rub it directly into the cut, this will help heal it up. Yep.
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
Also, it can help draw out some spider poison, spider venoms. And it's been recorded that people did that with, like, black widow bites. And it was able to help and stopped it from, messing them up really bad. So, yeah. To help.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
It definitely has that back-of-the-mouth bitterness that you expect from lush green.
But it also has, like, a herby taste.
Very similar to almost like a thyme mixed with a basil.
/ oregano. / grass. Just like straight grass.
And it almost tastes like butter.
I could see that. A little bit, yeah. So let's see, what else do we got up here? These right here are part of the dandelion plant. We've actually got the rest of the plant right here. The leaves are really good for you. And also the flowers themselves are really good. From what I read, you want to get the flower as close to the top as possible. Just because if you've ever broken a dandelion in half and you got that white nectar that comes out of it, that stuff is really bitter. So they say that the flower is actually really sweet, really good. So do you want to...
Yeah.
I went ahead and prepared that one for you.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and get this one going for myself. So this is the flower that we're going to eat now. Right. That's actually really good.
That cut all the aftertaste from
The previous
first.
one, yeah. And now we're going to have the dandelion greens.
They're hairy, kind of like a kiwi, just less hairs that are pricklier.
And dandelion greens are actually really high in calcium, am I right? Yeah.
You can feed these to your bearded dragons.
Yes, so if you're ever finding that you're in a pinch, make sure you wash them really good in case somebody sprayed pesticides.
Or herbicide.
Yeah, or herbicides. I guess that would be more proper. That actually tastes really good. Up next, a lot of people don't realize that they have these growing, but I highly recommend you go and grab you some. These are, if they're thin, tall, and kind of stringy, they'll kind of curl up at the top when they start drying out. These are onions. They're just wild onions. And we actually eat these quite often. If you have a recipe that calls for, like, scallions or anything like that, just chop these suckers up, throw them in there.
There's two varieties that I know of. There are these, which tend to be a little stringier, and then there are the ones that are more like traditional green onions that you would find at a store. They get really tall and really fat. Really round. Those are some chubby onion stems, but they're delicious.
Yeah.
You can tell by the telltale onion scent.
If it smells like an onion, you're doing okay. And they have it's like onions if you like mesh them with garlic. To me, that's how they taste. It's really good.
Because they almost have a little bit more of that garlicky burn than a normal green onion. But it's so good for you.
Yeah, they're good.
Next, we have the dollarweed. Now, these are a common yard criminal. Most people pick them or they spray them to wipe them all out. But they're hard to get rid of, and maybe that's for a reason.
You can actually just straight up eat these. They say to make sure that you watch these really good because there are a lot of people that do try to kill them. So they end up spreading really quick if you don't control them. But you can eat them.
Will you make me a nice little bouquet?
Here. I'll have some fat ears. Alright. Hi.
Wow. Pretty tasteless.
They almost have like a subtle licorice. Do you taste that? Like a planty licorice taste.
Now it's coming up. It almost has a minty feeling in your mouth. Like a licoricey, minty, but really subtle.
Yeah,
but
very, very subtle.
I swear my mouth feels cooler.
It's kind of nice.
Crazy!
And lastly, we have the henbit. Now this, once it's in bloom, it'll typically have like little tiny purple flowers on it. But this is a common weed that I've seen a lot here in Georgia. So, yeah, these are also edible. So if you guys ever find yourself in a pinch, you know, things aren't going the way you want them to, go Google it. Find out what's local in your area and see if you can survive on what you got. More than likely you can.
And another thing, instead of killing them, why not pick a bunch of them and pot them? Give them to your friends. A lot of these have a ton of nutrients. And in some cases, they have more nutrients than the ones you find in the supermarket.
And this one's actually, the henbit is actually related to, like mint. So it might actually have a minty taste. I haven't tasted it, but...
Oh, they're so fuzzy and soft like velvet.
They do have a subtle minty.
Yeah, almost like a dark, kind of sweet. But like a dark sweet. Like cherries have that dark sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Anyway, we hope that you guys found this helpful. Hopefully somebody that didn't think they would be able to eat today is going to be able to have some veggies to throw on their rice or in a stir fry or anything like that. Get creative with it and let us know what you end up doing with it in the comment sections below.
We did look up some information on these weeds, but we actually learned a lot from one of our friends who is an avid farmer working at Sacred Grounds Farm here in Georgia.
And we wanted to go ahead and give him a quick shout out. He does have an Instagram account and he's always posting really, really nice photos of the stuff that he's growing or just how farm life is while he's there. Go check him out at Sacred Grounds Farm.
He is not a sponsor, but we sure do love the guy and the produce.
So if you're in Georgia, contact him via direct message on Instagram or something. You've got to try out his vegetables. They're completely worth it.
And that brings us to...
Today in History. In 1636, Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts was founded.
Harvard is known to be one of the world's best universities. It has been around longer than calculus, and Galileo was still alive when Harvard was founded.
This is the pinnacle of prestigious universities, with 8 of its past alumni having signed the Declaration of Independence, and 8 having served as presidents of the United States. And Mark Zuckerberg.
And now we're gonna flip book over to...
International Animation Day! Today is dedicated to all those people that help us escape our reality through animating their arts. Animation can fit into such a diverse set of talents like drawing, sculpting, painting, building, and CGI. The world wouldn't be the same without animators like Disney, Pixar, Studio Ghibli, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network.
There are a countless number of times where I'll be watching a short animation by an indie creator, and they seem to affect me in a way that human actors wouldn't ever be able to. There's something special about that moment when you connect with a character that doesn't exist physically, but instead you see things that are true in yourself through the animation of someone else.
Now, we are no master animators by any means, but today is International Animation Day. So we wanted to share a project with you that we made about a year ago, I think. It's nothing too fancy, but we enjoyed making it. So without further ado, here is our submission to Animation Day. Outside of my window, I see your beauty unfold. I see the dreams within your soul. If we could learn to let go, wipe away the past, and build a place we could all call home. Sometimes life gets a little heavy, we won't raise another flag. You just keep the ship steady, sleepless nights will go on by. If you love like you've got something to lose, fly with the faith that the wind will carry you. Fall like life is the view from up high. You'll never die if you dream like a parachute.
That's our little guy there. What's he doing? He's still hanging around the house somewhere. No matter what your medium is, why not give animation a whirl on this day?
Today of all days.
Today of all days.
And we will see y'all Monday. Bye.